Welcome students. Today's topics is rank of the matrices. So come to the definition of the rank. The rank of a matrix is defined as the order of the largest square submatrix whose determinant is not zero. The rank of the matrix is denoted by the letter small r. Another definition is the rank of a matrix is said to be R if it has at least one non-zero minor of order R and every minor of the matrix of order higher than R is 0. That means we can say that if a matrix is given and the order of the matrix is 3 cross 3, on the calculation of the determinant of the matrix, if we get 0, it means that the rank of the matrix cannot be 3. It can be less than 3, that is, it may be 2 or it may be 1. And if we find a minor of order 2 which is non-zero, then we can say the rank of the matrix is 2. Similarly, if we check all the minors of the matrix of order 2 cross 2 and find that all the minors are 0, then the rank of the matrix cannot be 2. In the same way, we can find the rank of matrix is 1. Also, the rank of the product matrix AB of two matrices A and B is less than the rank of either of the matrices A and B. So this is the definition of the rank. Now we are going to discuss about the examples on the rank. For example, we are having a square matrix of order 3. If we calculate the determinant of this matrix, we can find the determinant of matrix A is minus 23, which is not equals to 0. So we can say that rank of the matrix is 3. Another example, another matrix of order 3 cross 3 is given and the largest square submatrix of A is order 3 and it is itself. If we calculate the determinant of this matrix, we can say the determinant of the matrix A is 0. Then we can say that the rank of the matrix could not be 3. It can be less than 3. So now we move to the smaller minor of the given matrix, which can be 2 cross 2 matrix. And we have one matrix of order 2 having the determinant not equals to 0, which can be shown in the example by the matrix B. The elements are 3, 1, 2, 0. If we calculate the determinant of this matrix, which can be 2 and which is not 0, hence we can say the rank of this matrix is 2. Also, if we can find one minors of order 2 which is not 0, we don't need to check other minors of the order 2. This method can also be used to find the unknown values in any matrices if the rank is given. For example, in this question we have to find the value of B if the rank of the given matrix is 2. So we can check the order of the matrix is 3 cross 3 and it is said that the rank of the matrix is 2, which is less than 3. Hence, the determinant of order 3 should be 0. So if we calculate like this, we can get the value of B, which is 2. Now another form of the rank is normal form or canonical form. If by performing elementary transformations, any non-zero matrix A can be reduced to one of the following 4 forms, which are called the normal forms, then the order of the identity matrix involved in the matrix is treated as the rank of the matrix. There are four types of the normal forms. IR is denoted the identity matrix having order R. The number R so obtained is called the rank of the matrix and it is written by row A. The given form is also called the canonical form of A, and in the canonical form or normal form both row and column transformation may be used. So we can have an example. So we are given a matrix A having 3 rows and 4 columns. The order is 3, 4. So we have to convert this given matrix in such a way it contains an identity matrix and rest of the elements should be 0. So for this we can perform row and column transformation alternatively. So first we start with a row transformation. For this we have to make this 2 and this 3 equals to 0. For this the two operation can be used. R2 is replaced by R2 minus 2R1 and R3 is replaced by R3 minus 3R1. By this operation these two elements, the element 2 1 and 3 1 becomes 0. Now we are going to perform the column operation. The operations are C2 is replaced by C2 minus 2C1, C3 is replaced by C3 minus 3C1, C4 is replaced by C4 minus 4C1. By this operation, the element of the first row becomes 0 and there is no impact on the rest of the element because the elements on the first column are 0. So the elements of the second row and third row are unchanged. Okay. Now for further step, we have to make this 3 equals to 0 so that the identity matrix can be formed. For this, we need to divide the second row by minus 3. So the operation is written as R2 is replaced by minus 1 upon R3. Similarly, R3 is replaced by minus 1 upon 6 R3. By this operation, the elements A22 and A23 becomes 1. Now, if we check the elements, 1 is same as 1, 2 by 3 is same as 2 by 3. So when we can do one thing, we can subtract R3 by R2. The operation is written by R3 is replaced by R3 minus R2. By this operation, the element A32 and A33 becomes 0. Now we have to perform the column operation. The operation is written by C3 is replaced by C3 minus 2 by 3 C2. C4 is replaced by C4 minus 5 upon 3 C2. By this operation, the rest of the elements of second row becomes 0, only 1 is left. Now we have to change this to the element 3 4 equals to 1. By this we have to divide the fourth column or third row by 2. We are conducting the column operation here. We have divided the fourth row by 2 and we can get the element 1. One last operation is required to make this one here. We have to change column 3rd and column 4. By this operation, we can check that the matrix A is reduced to the matrix in such a way it contains an identity matrix. The order of the identity matrix is 3. We can write it like this: I3 0. By the property of normal form of the matrix, we can say the rank of the matrix is 3. So this is all for today. We will discuss some other types of the matrices in the next class. Thank you so much.